Good morning, everybody. I don't think I've ever seen so many people in this room, actually. So I think it's been a great event this morning, and I've got a few thank yous to make. Firstly, thanks to Dave Courtine and also to Bruce from David Lloyd Clubs for hosting us again today. Thank you to Beth and Shropshire Festivals for keeping us fed and watered. And can I make a special thank you to Patricia from the economic growth team and all her cohort of economic growth people who put this event together every year, make sure we're all in the right place. You know, if you look at the table of speakers down there, it probably is a bit like herding cats, but Patricia does an absolutely fabulous job. So thank you very much indeed. Give that lady a round of applause. So for Shropshire Council, it's no doubt it's been a challenging year. It continues to be a challenging year, and I apologise, I've been all over your televisions this weekend. But you know, despite the financial challenges we have, we must not forget to celebrate the incredible work that Shropshire Council does and the incredible stuff that is going on in our beautiful county. We promised last year we would bring in funding to help support businesses and to help support growth, and we have done that. We will continue to work with you in every way possible, because we all know in this room how Shropshire, I said last year we need to take the out of Shropshire. And I didn't mean that in a rude way, I hasten to add, although somebody did say to me on Twitter, that's Hopshire. What a wag. But, you know, we continue to do things that other counties don't do. We continue to push the boundaries. Look at some of the stuff that is happening around us. Look at this tennis tournament. We continue to push boundaries. And you know what? I will say this every year. Be on that journey with us. Absolutely engage with the teams and support the many things that we're trying to achieve. I always get the good job, I think, because I get to pick up on some of the things that people have said today. Now, I think Bruce is gone. But Bruce said very early on, it's a challenge to get here, isn't it? And I thought, that's a bit harsh. The parking's only just, you know. Of course, I realised that Bruce probably isn't from Shropshire. So very timely, actually. I expect he comes from the south somewhere down. I might be wrong, Dave, but I expect he meant that there's no direct train to London. And it's very timely, actually, because I think some of you will realise that there is a new company, which is Wrexham, Shropshire and Midlands Railway Company, who are looking to start a new direct service to London. I've been meeting with them on a number of occasions. We have had a very good meeting with them only last week. I have written again to the Office of Rail and Road to say, please make a decision on this particular open access route. If anybody, business in the room, would like to join me in writing to the Office of Rail and Road, please either find me or Andy or Mark, or actually even Tim, who's standing at the back behind the bar. What a surprise. Because we would like you to write as well. Because what's happened is, since the government and the new government have said they will continue the open access opportunities, they've been inundated with applications. But this one is really far advanced. In fact, I've seen the timetable. And it's a quicker journey. So it is going to Euston, it's not going to Marylebone, starts in Wrexham, joins up lots of different bits. It's really important that we get that direct service back to London. So if you want to help me in that, please get in touch. The other thing I've just mentioned, Andy mentioned earlier on about devolution. You've heard what Andy said. It was a deal, and I am in no doubt whatsoever that there is no deal, that this will be, you will. I think I'm not being political when I say this. I don't think it's devolution. I think it's centralisation. And I'm not being political because the previous government did it as well. But the point is that we will be very soon looking at devolution, not deals, at devolution across probably the West Midlands area. So everybody is going to have to go down the route of an elected mayor. And let's be honest, that's because successive governments don't want to deal with 350 awkward leaders like me. They want to deal with 35 mayors. The last thing I will say is that Andy mentioned Barney. I had no idea what that meant, and I'm really glad I didn't, because he tells me that Barney, or tells us, Barney means brittle, anxious, non-linear and incomprehensible. A bit like my speech. Well, that's not the way I would describe what I've heard today. I guess it could still be described as Barney, but what I've heard is some brave stuff. I've heard some ambitious stuff. I didn't know about the N. I didn't know whether to go with nimble or novel, because Shropshire, I think, is quite novel, but we also have to be pretty nimble. But we are absolutely innovative. So if we're Barney, I'm happy to sign up to that, but not the first one. You've heard enough from me. Thank you ever so much for coming this morning and taking time out of your busy schedules. And some of us have got a tennis match to get to, so enjoy the next half an hour of the meeting. Thanks very much, Carl.